So we purchased these little guys last Tuesday, a week ago Tuesday, and they're just about 10 weeks old now. And the brown one here in front is a wither, and the one in the back is a buck. Now I'm in search of some Dolines to go with the buck, but she had one female, but it was from the same batch, so I didn't want to get one that would be a half sister to him. So she has another one, some more goats that are getting ready to kid in July, and so I put some money down on a Doline from them because it's from a totally different buck, so they won't be related at all. But I'm still in search for another Doline. In June, July, I think, is when a lot of Nubians start having kids. These are Nubians. They are registerable, but I didn't have them registered because I don't show. I just want them for just mainly my own, for my own self, to make goat cheese and yogurt, and maybe some goat milk, goat soap, and goat milk soap. So that's what these are. And we bring them out here during the day so they can graze all day long. When they go in at night, they go into the building, and we give them hay, and we give them grain that has a very large amount of copper, because goats need a lot of copper. They also need selenium in here. So I went to the feed store to get one of the mineral buckets that I usually get that has a lot of selenium in it, but they were out. They said it's on order, so I might have to go to a different feed store to get what I want. The lady I got them from is feeding them a Purina loose mineral and also baking soda, which I need to get another tub for them. Baking soda is to keep them from getting tummy aches. But these little guys love coming out here and eating this grass. We also feed Henry before we bring him out, so he doesn't want to follow him out here. She said she's had him in with pigs before, but I don't trust Henry. I don't want him to try and hurt these little guys. Once they get a little bit bigger, I won't mind, once they get some size on them. He might not bother him anyway, but I want to be cautious. So they've been out here, and I can see where they've been grazing a lot on certain grasses out here. You can see where the shorter stuff is. That's what they've been grazing on. Usually they like to eat this mustard weed. I notice they eat a little bit of it, but not a lot. And there's quite a bit of grass out here. I need to put the sprinkler on out here and keep it going. We've had rain, quite a bit of rain here lately, but with this soil here that we have here in Central Oregon, it dries up very quickly. And I mean, we've had some rain to where it puddled up. And in a lot of areas that we have out here, it just puddled up. But then it just soaks in, and something bit him on the jaw. But you can see, they're not bawling. They're not wanting attention. They're just wanting to eat. But we give them, like I say, at night, we give them alfalfa hay and some grain. And these two stick together pretty good. They are brothers. Actually, there was triplets. There was another one, and then these two here. She had 3 boys. The black one with the white around his belly is called Oreo. And I'm not sure what the kids called this other brown one. I'm not sure what his name is. They are really enjoying the grass. They really love the grass. And we have lots of it right now. Our whole place is full of green grass. Even Henry's pen's got grass in it. But you can see we got grass everywhere. This is mustard. It grows wild around here. We get lots of it. And the goats will eat it, believe it or not. They do eat it. They also will eat the juniper leaves off of these juniper trees and the berries, which the berries have a lot of nutrition value into them. They're already also good for humans. But you can see they're just going crazy out there, eating the grass. I can't remember what country the Nubian goats come from. I'll have to look that all back up again. It's been a while since we've had goats. The last bunch of goats that we had were Angora goats. Now these guys do have horns, but they've been disbudded. So their horns have been burnt off. So they don't have any. Now it doesn't hurt for these goats not to have horns because they're, unlike the Angoras, the Angoras disperse their body heat through the horns, and that's why you don't remove the horns off of Angora goats. But like the Nubians, your Alpines, Toggenburgs, Nigerian dwarfs, Lamaches, they have horns, and so a lot of people disbud them. Some people don't. They leave their horns on. Especially if the goats are going to be out in a wilderness area to where there's a lot of predators, they do use their horns to protect themselves with. But these guys are in a fenced area. I'm also going to put some electric around this so I can leave them out when the weather starts getting better at night. These guys can stay out all night long and graze. And I'll keep the irrigation on this here to keep the grass growing. But you can see they're pretty happy. They're not bawling. Now, they weren't even weaned when I got them. So we basically weaned them when we picked them up. She said she didn't want to wean them at that time. She thought maybe it'd be better until we picked them up. And then that way they wouldn't be in with the other ones that are still getting milked. And so that's why she didn't wean them. So they've just been weaned for a week. When we first brought them home, they did bawl a lot when we brought them out here because they wanted milk. But we didn't give them any milk. We just let them bawl. And once they saw that we weren't here, they just started eating grass. And they did it for about 4 days. So here just the last few days, they haven't been bawling. But later in the afternoon, I think when they want to start coming in or they're tired or whatever, they start bawling if they see us outside. Otherwise, they don't. But they are enjoying the grass. This will also help them grow. It also gives them minerals and vitamins that they don't get out of the hay. Now, Central Oregon is low on selenium in the ground. So that's why we have to feed them extra selenium and copper. There's not a lot of copper here either. So we do have to give them extra copper. To where goats can have the copper, sheep can't. Anyway, please subscribe. Please push the notification bell. Please make a comment. And please stick with us long enough to watch these babies grow up and have babies of their own. So we'll catch you on the flip side.